Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got
Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the Cincinnati
between the
Bengals
Jacksonville Jaguars
in
and the
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati Bengals.
This
With
is
that,
week
let's get up
4
to
of
Paul Brown
game number
Stadium
9.
in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team.
I'll let this go
and
to
Charles
the
Davis.
last week.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they went full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the red rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Now, first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, which can split him out, just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he was able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly what the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton now to Palace. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, like 9.9 times out of 10. Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's got to the point we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, how do you do it as he gets in there for the sack? Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to play. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards and a first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use your aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That one complete to the forward 7, London Tate. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Look at this, how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So to play the field position game here is a very nice punt. Is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Open his swing, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out to the 8-yard line this time. Just a yard on the catch there, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
The punter, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Covered there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Dancing away at the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they showed improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users in social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin here with Burrow. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Jordan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A draw play. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Hey, Rick. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing, all their amateurs are normal spacing and run fits, and makes creases like they were able to split right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Covered there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive front with confidence, not allowed to point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They really need to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, provide a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. They'll able to find Conley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Run here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And a reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. We'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter with the time to change things. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is for them. They will be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Minshew. No, return this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had a conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now after the main field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Let's field it at the 2. And a good return as he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about
him. No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He completes it to Tate. And he'll take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Pass the try. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
On that play, you saw the route start to develop downfield. I get the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking for Boyd. He's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
I'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against the letdown, man.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
What a good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken out as 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead as we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is a hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to goods is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that'll wind up incomplete. Play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive starts with a handoff to Rowe. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, here's Bernard. And we'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs for a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch good, a time for him. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action here with Dalton. And he finds a way on a crossing route. It's a Bengal 1st down, pick up on 11.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. That's going to make it fourth down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practices, you're going to want to be aware of him. What's he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to the field goal now. It's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it out to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin with a run by Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Despite the scoreline, I don't think God like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
The question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Again, it's Fournette. Now he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up down third and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. Now the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He gets it for the ball. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. For the opening play, the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And a 3rd-down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to something and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Minshew sets to throw. But Sherman there caught by Slade. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like you're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We see these defenses making up opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
And really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here? And what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. Let's see. Dalton now, the pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to get the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 40 on the return. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll get that to develop the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Fournette running out of the gun. That hell running right through it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass here now, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Caught here by Conley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score on what could be their final drive. Running on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in display. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little safety net.
Down 7, and they got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. Open his swing, the tight end. Finally stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on a defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The Bengals getting set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Dalton gives to Brown, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run again with Brewer. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. So now the Jags trailing 10-3. 55 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown at the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come on 1st and 10 at the 45. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take me out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 7 catches for him now in this last one, a 1st down.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on 1st down, it's Minshew. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Well, we have the Bengals winners and the 3 over the Jaguars. The industry and I'll be back from London. Just have to set up. Yeah, I see all of it tonight.